Hello everyone, this is Aqua. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a little art supply haul for you. I'm super excited. So I haven't really been buying too many art supplies or have been to physical art supply stores in the past year, obviously because of the pandemic. I bought things here and there online, but not like an actual shopping spree. Now, the last big art supply haul that I did was about a year ago, which I call the quarantine art supply haul, which a lot of you liked. So I'm gonna link that right above if you wanna see that. Now, a year later, I felt like I wanted to go to an art store. I've missed the experience so much. So I decided to go to Blick Art Materials, which is one of a really great art stores that we have in the US. They're a chain store. They have an online store and they have also physical brick and mortar locations. And like I mentioned in my previous haul videos, I tend to accumulate my credit card reward points to buy art supplies. So it's a way for me to control my spending because I love, it's just my weakness to buy art supplies. So I really want to have some sort of boundary, and in order to limit myself in the amount of art supplies that I only buy my art supplies mostly, I should say, not only, but mostly just using credit card rewards points. So I have a few credit cards that accumulate points, and I use them to pay my bills, my Wi-Fi, internet, my rent, and different things, and that accumulates points. And I use that for art supplies. So just so you know, I am not spending my entire salary on this, and I accumulate them over a course of many months. It's been a while, so I was so excited. I went to Blick in New York City to get some art supplies, and I am so excited to show them to you. I have some here, and then I also went, a little bonus, I went to a thrift shop in the Village, in Greenwich Village in New York City, and I found something so amazing, and I'll show you that at the end. But first I want to go through all the stuff that I found at Blick, that I bought at Blick, that I've been eyeing for a long time, and I finally got to get it. So I'm really excited. So let's start with paper. I got 3 different types of paper, 1 sketchbook and 2 pads. I got a Pentallic sketchbook. I've been eyeing this for years. I've really seen a lot of videos about Pentallic sketchbooks. They're supposed to be really good. This is a watercolor journal. It's 5 inches by 8 inches. It has a little loop here to put a pen, pencil, or a brush, a travel brush. The paper looks really nice. It's called press texture. I really like the size for just urban sketching, outdoor sketching, which I haven't done as much of during this past year, but I'm hoping to do more of it this year as things go back to normal. So I'm really excited to try out this paper. I don't think it's 100% cotton, which is a shame, but I've heard so many good things about it that I'm hoping it's good paper. So I really like the size, the feel of it. It's nice navy blue. I really like the color. It's not like your usual black. So really look forward to this. You will see this in some of my other videos. I bought 2 different papers that are black papers. So I've been seeing a big trend online of people painting watercolors and drawing using colored pencils and other medium on black paper. It's a trend. I see more options for black paper on art stores now too. And I don't have any black paper, so I was really curious to try out black paper. So I actually bought, to go with that, some watercolors that are metallic and interference colors by Van Gogh that I'm hoping to try out with this black paper. And I'll talk more about these in a minute. So I got 2 types of paper. One is a Strathmore Artagain paper. It's 24 sheets. It's drawing paper. So this is not watercolor paper. This is just drawing paper. It's like a cardstock type of paper, 60 pounds. So I think this will be good for trying out colored pencils on black paper. And also, was a lot cheaper than the watercolor black paper. So if I want to just test out swatches of watercolors or do, you know, just doodling and I don't want to waste the expensive paper, I can also use this pad to do that instead of using the Legion Stonehenge Aqua cold press that I bought, which is supposed to be a really nice paper. I've actually used samples of their white paper. They're just regular watercolor paper and it's excellent. So I'm really looking forward to using the black and seeing how that experience feels like. I haven't used this paper before, so I'm really excited about it. And just to show you the difference in price, this paper pad was like around $5.25, and the Stonehenge Aqua cold press paper was $19. So definitely a big difference in price. Is more than 3 times as much. So I will be, and this is 15 sheets, this is 24. Obviously this is better paper, but as I said, I want to have an option that's like cheaper and that I can use for color pencils and just like watercolor swatches. All right, so let's look at the Van Gogh pocket box. I just love this. This is so freaking cute. I've been wanting to buy this for so long. I've seen it online. I've seen other YouTubers using it and talking about it. And I have the Van Gogh regular watercolors that come in a similar box. I have a bigger box, but this one, I just love the size and it's just the cutest packaging. I love how they made it really similar to their regular watercolors, just black. I think that's really clever and simple. I really love how this feels. The weight of it, just like it seems very nicely constructed. And I love how it has 6 mixing areas. It has a little brush. It's a size 6, so it's a pretty decent size. Sometimes, like the Cotman watercolors, the brush is so small that you can barely use it. And this one has a little bit of a little hair is out of place, but that's okay. I can cut it off. It's a Taklon brush, and I can definitely use this for other travel watercolor sets. I'm loving that. I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see this better. And it has 12 colors. It has silver, different golds. It has reds and greens and blues. It's just gorgeous. I just can't wait to try these out. And the brush has this little, I don't know if you can see that, a little like, I don't know, this thing, I don't know what to call it. So you can actually like lift the pans with it, which is super convenient. And yeah, I'm digging this. You can also use it to lift the tray and use it separately. I think I might do a video reviewing this set. Let me know in the comments below if you would be interested in that. I cannot wait to use it. The next thing I got, which I'm super excited about, is this Faber Castell Albrecht Durer watercolor pencil set. I've been eyeing Faber Castell Albrecht Durer pencils for a long time, like years. And the reason why this is coming off here is because I'm recording this video for the second time. I recorded it once and it was out of focus, so I had to re-record it. And in between the first recording and the second one, I had removed the plastic film. So this used to come wrapped in a plastic film. It brought this sample Albrecht Durer Magnus watercolor pencil, which is basically the same formulation as their regular watercolor pencils, but in a much bigger, like jumbo size. And I love the feel of this. I just love the chunkiness of it. I think this is great. I'm actually in the future, if I really like these pencils, which I know I will, because they're amazing. Because I opened it, I already kind of used them a little bit, so I cheated. But it comes with 24 colors. They're just like a gorgeous range of colors. And it comes with some color swatches on the back. And they talk about their other sets, their smaller sets and bigger sets. I decided to get the 24 because it was reasonably priced. I think it was around $43. Plus it had some sort of discount. So it's probably in the 30s, like $30 US. give or take. And they are just gorgeous. The range is lovely. I thought about getting a bigger set, but I wanted to try them out first. I thought the 12 set was too small. The 36 was maybe a little too big just for trying them out, and I ended up with the 24. They also had a set of the jumbos, which I'm thinking of, if I really like this, I'm gonna try it out. I might actually in the future, because I think it will be great to, you know, sketch in watercolor pencils, like in a bigger paper. I don't know. I think it really sparks my creativity, just like holding this and using it. I have another Magnus one from previous. I have a red one. The reason why you just have this random red one is because it was given to me as a gift during the Urban Sketchers Symposium a few years ago, and I've actually used it a bit, and I've loved it. So and this color is just gorgeous. It's helio blue reddish. It's a really, really nice blue. So I'm definitely going to be probably getting more of these Magnus pencils. So love the sample. Then I got some watercolor brushes. So I really like a couple of watercolor brush brands. I really like these silver black velvet brushes. They are hybrid, so they are synthetic and natural blend, and they just have a really great like consistency. Like they spring just enough. They're soft enough, they're hard enough, they're just like the right balance. So I wanted to get more sizes. I already have a bunch of sizes, but they're on the bigger side. So I wanted to get a 4 and a 6, because when I paint watercolor greeting cards, which are usually 4x6, kind of small, and I like to paint florals, the brushes I have are just a little bit too big, I feel, for making little leaves and flowers. So these I think will be great for that purpose. So looking forward to using these. I know they're gonna be great because I have other sizes. And then I got something different that I don't usually use. These are oil pastels, and they are Sennelier pastel, artist oil pastels. So I don't usually use a lot of oil pastels, but I thought these would be interesting to use either as a resist or as a mixed media, in a mixed media work. So I follow this YouTuber called Edith Lagraf, I think is her name. Apologize if I pronounce it wrong. She's from Austria. I love her. I love her style, and I just really love watching her content. She uses these oil pastels sometimes to like layer on top of watercolor, and she uses the big oil sticks. The big oil sticks are really expensive, so I didn't want to spend the money on the oil sticks. So I decided to just get a little oil pastel of this kind of like ochre color. I just think is a lovely color that would be interesting to mix with pastels. They also had this clear one. I don't think I'd ever seen a clear oil pastel. So this has no color, it's just clear oil. And I thought it would be interesting to try this out as a resist technique for watercolor paintings. So I might be trying that out in some of my future videos. And so look out for that. Can't wait to see how that works. And then the last thing that I bought that I wanted to show you is this beauty. This is, let me zoom out a little bit so you can see this better. I went to a thrift shop in Greenwich Village, like I said, and I came across this, I don't know, it's like a travel case, like a travel jewelry and cosmetic case. And it is just beautiful. It's made out of vegan leather. It looks unused, like whoever donated this, it was a Goodwill store where I bought it, just didn't use it. It was in perfect condition. The name of the brand is Mark and Graham. I actually looked it up online. They make a lot of monogrammed kind of gifts, which is interesting. The original MSRP for this was $100, which is nuts that anybody would pay that much for a little makeup case. And the Goodwill store, it was only $10. So I got it for $10. And I just thought it would be so nice because it has two compartments, one at the bottom, one at the top, for when I go sketching outside, to bring some of my materials. So if you open the bottom compartment, I already put stuff in here. I put pencil, so this is like just a little pencil tin. I put some watercolor samples, some paper towels. So this was meant for, I guess, jewelry when you're traveling. So I put my materials here, and I put like washi tape. I have my little porcelain mixing palette, the tiny one that I like to use when I'm traveling. And the top, I can put brushes, pens. So I have here a little pencil case with like stuff, you know, like a water spritzer and clips. And I have my set of fountain pens here, so I can go sketching. And then I can put like a small watercolor travel kit in here probably too. So it fits a lot of stuff. It just looks so elegant. It looks very sturdy, and it just looks well made, and it's just really nice. So I was so excited about this find. I wanted to show it to you, even though it's not from the Blick art store. But I love going to thrift shops and vintage shops and seeing what I can find. So hopefully you get inspired to the same. You can find some interesting stuff for really cheap. So I don't know who Jay was, but I'm okay with that, even though it's not my initial. But I think it's just too lovely. So that is all I have for today in this art haul. Let me know in the comments below what you like, what you're interested in, which ones of these you would like to see a review on. I'll definitely try to do a review on this one. I think is going to be really interesting on the black paper. And if you want to see anything else, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.